oui, Paris, oui, c'est froid, c'est chacun. L'hiver, le printemps, c'est toujours pas demain. Si tu suivais le soleil juste pour changer de peau, il caresserait ton sommeil, te ferait le pays chaud. Pour toi l'or et le vermeil coulerait dans les ruisseaux. Comme tes yeux dans le ciel te ferait le monde beau. Le monde beau. Changer de peau. Le monde beau. Changer de peau. Suivre le soleil pour changer de peau. Suivre le soleil. Si tu suivais le soleil juste pour changer de peau, il caresserait ton sommeil, te ferait le pays chaud. Pour toi l'or et le vermeil coulerait dans les ruisseaux. Comme tes yeux dans le ciel te ferait le monde beau. Le monde beau. Si tu ouvrais les yeux juste pour voir un peu devant toi.
Des peurs plein la tête à ton réveil. Toujours pas de réponse aux questions de la veille. La même impression, tout va trop vite. Comme un tourbillon quand on parle de la suite. Stomper, tomber, verser des larmes, tu l'as déjà fait. Tu te crois seul mais crois-moi quand je te dis qu'on y est passé. Stomper, tomber, verser des larmes, tu l'as déjà fait. La pression te rend parano. Ne reste pas de glace. N'attends pas. Ne laisse pas les doutes se poser sur ton chemin. Tu sais la vie est courte, prends-la en main. Ne reste pas de glace. N'attends pas, ça passe. Ne laisse pas les doutes se poser sur ton chemin. Tu sais la vie est courte, prends-la en main. Personne ne peut te donner la clé. On est souvent seul quand il faut avancer. Un genou à terre, l'autre est déjà prêt pour affronter tout ce que t'as voulu cacher. Ok. Se tromper, tomber, verser des larmes, tu l'as déjà fait. Tu te crois seul mais crois-moi quand je te dis qu'on y est passé. Se tromper, tomber, verser des larmes, tu l'as déjà fait. La pression te rend parano. Ne qu'on y est passé. Se tromper, tomber, verser des larmes, tu l'as déjà fait. La pression te rend parano. Ne reste pas de glace. N'attends pas, ça passe. Ne laisse pas les doutes se poser sur ton chemin. Tu sais la vie est courte, prends-la en main.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. How are we all doing today? I hope we are all doing amazing. All right. So, a little while back, I did my stream of Taric versus... Who was it? Was it Big Boss? No, Taric versus Zomba. And then we looked at Suna versus Mutace. Hello Renoir, how are you? I half finished that stream, I half did not. So I had two more VODs that I wanted to look at today. Those two VODs are Jazza versus Ken. Thanks to you versus he won versus Big Boss. How do you know that, bro? How do you know that was my influence? How do you know that wasn't just Taric being good? No, low-key it was because of me. I'm not gonna lie. We'll talk about it in today's stream, and it's gonna be very cool. I'm excited to share with you guys. I'm so sure that you two have been writing in between. How do you know that? I mean, what makes you think that? What makes you think we were writing in between games, bro? Lala said so too. Oh yeah, I did catch that. But yeah, as Renoir is mentioning now, I was coaching Tariq during King of Fields. So it was such a cool experience. He texted me, he was like, hey, I'm not sure what your sleep schedule is like right now, but coaching is allowed at this tournament. Would you be down to coach me? And I said, absolutely. So I was riding Tariq in between games, and I coached him from his set against Deoxys all the way on. I didn't get to coach his set against Spargo, but I coached him until the very end against Crepsele. So it was a very cool experience, and I think that really shows that, you know, I'm not the best Greninja player myself, but knowledge is power, guys. So the knowledge that I have with Greninja really, really helped. I was about to jump scare you right into your Discord, but I didn't want to interrupt on your coaching. That's all right, bro. I appreciate you holding back. But yeah, I did get to coach Tariq. It was a great experience, and through coaching, we managed to get him 4th place. Now, because of that, I have 2 VODs that I want to look at today. The 2 VODs are Tariq versus Big Boss, like Renoir is mentioning in chat, and Tsuna versus Jazzo. Now, I have not looked at Tsuna versus Jazzo, but I have heard that it is kind of a demonstration of the optimal way to approach the Ken matchup as Greninja. Is that something that you guys would be interested in looking at first, or would you prefer to do the Tariq versus Big Boss set first? I'm going to go ahead and do a poll in chat. Which VOD do we look at first? Tariq versus Big Boss or Tsuna versus Jazzo? Alright. Go ahead and vote, guys, for which VOD you would like to look at first. And we will look at these 2 VODs, but it was such a great experience coaching Tariq. And he's a very, very good learner. I know I coached him in advance for his set against Zomba, and he just applied so many things like immediately against him. So he's a very, very good learner. But that really, I don't know, it's very cool to get that affirmation that not only did how do I say this? The things that I say on stream aren't just me yapping. These are genuine things that you can do to improve, and literally by just applying 2 to 3 of these details, he just blew the fuck up against against Big Boss. So this is something that we can take in stride. But all right, Tariq versus Big Boss first. Awesome. Let's go ahead and load up that VOD, and we will look at it. All right. So I don't believe that this VOD was archived yet. Let me look it up. Tariq versus Big Boss. Yeah. I was trying to find this VOD. Let me show you guys. I was trying to find this VOD. I was like, show me VODs this week, Tariq versus Big Boss. And I got all of the Bollywood bullshit, bro. What does this say? Asli Chahidan ke Mahachuth? I don't know. But this is a set. This is what we're analyzing today, bro. Junkie? Because something? Oh my god. Oh my god. Tariq versus Big Boss, it's so hype. Whoa. This is Tariq when he goes to pick up Gyro. We're like, oh no. Dun dun. This is Gyro. I love the Bollywood editing, bro. Okay, so feedback on that game. I don't have much, bro. That's the trailer for Tarek versus Big Boss. But you know your boy, I archived it as always. So here I have the archive of Tarek's run at King of Fields. I always say King of Fighters like it's the Terry game. But yeah. Give me 1 second to go pick up my Why did I witness going into the stream? That was Tarek versus Big Boss, bro. You don't know? You don't know? All right, give me 1 second to grab my tablet so that way I can have stream chat open while I'm analyzing with you guys. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? My story live. Stream game. Stream manager. There we go. All right. I am in the chat room. So I have my tablet as my second monitor. All right. Let's get into this. So going into the set of Tarek versus Big Boss. You guys know me. I'm pretty big into analyzing VODs. I gave Tarek some notes to look at prior to the set. So let's see. Tarek Big Boss. So in my own time, I did look at his set against Big Boss. And these were the unorganized notes that I set together. And I was like, let me go ahead and condense these and put them into like a prep document. And I sent Tarek this prep document here. Having a game plan going in is awesome. So I just wanted to point out like 2 to 3 areas he could work in, and that would be awesome. So, I mentioned this on stream. Cross-up back air against Rob is cracked, bro. Yeah, if you're not doing cross-up back air, you can hear me talking in this old VOD. By the way, if you guys want to refer to any of my old VODs, I created a playlist here of Twitch VODs. Anytime you want to look at past Apple Ocean VODs, go to this playlist. They will all be archived there from now on. I ran out of storage space on Twitch. They will be there. Okay. So, here, Tarek is using cross-up Nair, and this gives Rob an option out of parry. Because he used Nair, Rob is able to use down tilt. Cross-up back air as Greninja is cracked for a few reasons. Let me see. Smash border. By the way, great 10-minute upload. Thank you so much. That took a long-ass time to put together. And, yeah, there are going to be multiple 10-minute uploads this week breaking down how to fight against Rob. So, be prepared. Stay tuned. Okay, back to why cross-up back air is so good against Gyro. Actually, I show this in this Day 1 Summer of Mashups video. I could just refer to that. That's awesome. Let me find it. How to pressure Rob. Okay. Let me load this up. That would be a lot easier to do. Okay. For those of you that don't know, I'm doing a current project where every week during the summer, I tackle a problem matchup for Greninja. And in that, I'm going to talk about, some of the most problematic matchups, but I'm going to focus on problem areas with in-depth video guides and write-ups. If you guys haven't seen the write-up yet, oh boy. I put this into a word counter. This is my write-up on how to fight Rob as Greninja. Throw in the chat some numbers. I'm curious to see how many words you guys think this is. How nerdy can one get about learning how to fight against Rob? Let me load up the word counter while that's going on. Just boom. Oh boy, that's not loading. Let me open it up in Notion, the Apple Notion pages. Rob. Okay. Control A. 3,060,000? Okay. Don't even play Greninja, but damn, this is useful for VOD reviewing. I hope so, bro. I hope so. All right, word counter. 15K. I use Notion thanks to Apple. That's awesome, bro. I'm really happy. But it's not my own reasoning that I use Notion. It's all because of JJ Rockets picking up Pyromithra. if it wasn't for JJ Rockets like giving templates on how to use Notion and so on, I would not have been able to use it and, you know, push my knowledge with the character. So it's all thanks to JJ Rockets over here tackling Notion and having this template to use. But going back, the words. Paste. We have 18,017 words on how to fight Rob as Greninja. Lots of stuff. But going back over here to day 1 Summer of Matchups. So I talk over here about cross-up pressure. A lot of people think Rob's only weakness is that he's big. No. A massive, massive weakness of the character is that if you're behind him, he cannot hit you. So cross-up pressure against Rob is genuinely amazing. And anytime Greninja gets the opportunity to do so, you should try to be behind Rob to apply that cross-up pressure. Now, the best way to do this is cross-up back air. Just like this. If it hits, awesome. I get a combo. I get to send him off stage for an edge guard. All of this stuff. And additionally, regardless of how you connect this back air, Greninja shifts his hurtbox very far forwards, and that outranges the tiny hitbox of Rob's up smash. And if you whiffs that up smash, you can get a heavy punish out of shield. And if Rob tries parrying back air has multi-hits, which means that even though he parried this hit, he's still getting hit by that one. And now you can combo off of it. If he performs an early out of shield option, the multi-hit can catch him. At high percents, you can do drag down into down tilt. It's such great cross-up pressure, and we need to, like, anytime we have the opportunity to do so, we need to be abusing cross-up back air over cross-up nair. So because Tarek went for cross-up nair here, that's why he's getting punished. All right, let's go back. So my note to Tarek was always cross-up back air. And when I was coaching him in between games, I was like, bro, you need to be using cross-up back air. And you're going to see the adaptation come. And oh, man, it's insane. Baiting out Gyro, Tarek a lot of the time is playing this interaction game with Gyro. Where he's run-up shielding, he's trying to wait out the Gyro, and he's getting clipped over and over. Wow, that's so funny. I'm like seeing my old mouse here moving in sync with my current mouse. But you need to bait out this resource with Rob because Gyro is unreactable at the mid-range, and that just controls this area so well. Once you bait out that resource, the mid-range is like completely open for Greninja. You can get a hold of Gyro. You can countercamp Rob. Our advantage state with Gyro is cracked. You can do so much once you have access to Gyro. But instead, Tarek is playing this kind of scramble situation where he's playing the Gyro RPS. Whereas if you bait it out, you can just skip the RPS entirely. So he's kind of putting himself in a I can't really guess the right option situation. If he just baits out that item, he doesn't have to play that situation at all. Next up, know your pickup methods. This is something Tarek did not do like at all. Let me see. So there's some pickup methods. Dash, buffer, jab. For those joining the stream for the first time, people don't know how to pick up Rob Gyro. If you buffer a jab out of a dash, so just Foxtrot dash, that buffers a pickup for your entire item, like your entire dash duration. And since Greninja has a top 15, I believe, initial dash, as long as I'm in this space, I can pick up Gyro. Like, even though Rob shot Gyro there, that buffer pickup gave me control of the item. We need to abuse this. Let's see. So Tarek was really, really relying on dash attack pickup, and that screwed him over so many times. There he's playing the interaction. There he's playing the interaction. Gyro is here. He's relying on dash attack to pick it up. Now he's getting nared. We need to expand our counterplay to know how to pick up Gyro in multiple ways. And that's what I told him. We have dash attack pickup, but this is unfavorable most of the time. Dash buffer jab is pretty solid, Full hot buffered sub is also very solid. Okay. Whenever Rob likes sharking with up airs, something we need to do is hold our ground and just forward air. The way that Rob's hitboxes work is up air isn't nearly as disjointed as people might think. His hitbox, his hurtbox is like vulnerable on his hands. If you just poke with forward air, we keep roll distance, and any attempts that he does at sharking, jump forward air, jump robo beam, jump gyro, jump up air, we can hit him out of that and send him back off stage. And if he goes to ledge, we hold ledge trapping positioning. And this leads to set play where Rob doesn't want to shark anymore with forward air. Rob is one of the most consistently two-frameable characters in the game. And if you use a lingering dash attack, that will combo into forward air. And you're going to see that play out during the set. It's awesome. And this one here is just like, bro, stop jumping to ledge aggressively. Just go to ledge and wait out his nair and ledge jump. That's how you get off of ledge against Rob. But those were my tiny pieces of advice and advance for Tarek. So, yeah. We're going to see how that expands into his play. Now, before we hop into this VOD, I want to give you guys a quick little reminder that I am currently working on the Summer of Matchups project, and any donations that would go towards the project would be greatly, greatly appreciated. I do have a page on Ko-Fi where if you are interested in donating, you're welcome to donate. But please, if you don't feel like donating, if you don't have the funds to donate, do not donate. This is just if you want to go a little bit extra in support, and it would be amazing to help cover the expenses that go into this project, namely Twitter verification, so that way I can upload longer form content. And, oh, I think my headphones just died on me. Wow. Twitter verification so I can upload longer form content, and also paying the commission artist. If you guys would be interested in donating, there is the link, and it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. But again, you don't have to donate. All right. I know this is probably a weighted question, but I'll ask in case there's a semi-contact answer. How do you VOD review so well? Anytime I would like to VOD review, I'm like, yeah, neutral, yeah, he jumps too much. I gave a very in-depth breakdown of my VOD review analysis on my YouTube channel in a video called How to Learn Matchups. I highly recommend you to check it out there. That's where I break down how to VOD review a lot more in detail compared to how we're going to do on this stream. I'll shoot you a link, but essentially, VOD reviewing is just finding which interactions work for you and which interactions don't work. And naturally, just learning good or bad, you're going to be able to expand on your knowledge of the game. Kind of the way that you're saying, yeah, he jumps too much, that's about it. If you recognize he jumps too much, but he's getting hit by the nair, how does he play around this nair? That's how you can start to expand your VOD analysis. So if you're saying he jumps too much and he's getting hit by nair, now you know jumping in against nair might not be the best thing to do. But if Rob goes for that nair and he does something like, I don't know, whiff punish dash attack, or let me see, or parry down tilt, or foot still out of shield, that's how you learn your counterplay to certain moves, and you can add to that. Honestly, VOD reviewing is just a matter of, is this interaction good or is this interaction bad, and learning from it. Numa, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. All right. On that note, let's go ahead and get into the Tarek versus Big Boss VOD analysis. I almost said Zomba. I keep confusing the two. But all right. I shot this link in chat. This is the video on how to actually learn matchups where I tackled VOD review in detail. All right. Let's get to this, guys. For those of us joining in on stream, I did coach Tarek for this. So this is going to be very, very cool to watch and look back on. Okay. I'm not seeing anything too amazing. Okay. I like the attempt here. Something that I saw Tarek do a lot against Rob is Rob loves doing down tilt into dash grab on panic shield. If you just jab, you can get out of that. But there, Tarek like pressed A 3 times, if he just held the A button, he would have done a hit confirm. This is something that Captain Falcon players love doing, and we got to start doing this too. If I just hold A, you can listen to my controller. Boom. Boom. Is there some kind of dark filter? There is. I will fix that. If you just hold A on your controller, if you hit the opponent, it will auto confirm into the rest of the attack. So if Rob does something like down tilt, dash grab, I'm just holding A and that auto confirms. But if he does something like down tilt, run away, there I hit him. But if I'm like standing back here, come on, I don't hit him and it doesn't go into the rest of the jab. That's something you can do to hit confirm, and this is pretty solid in neutral, where if you do dash jab, this is like a mini jab check where it's like, do I hit you? No. Okay, it's a lagless move. Do I actually hit you? Sweet. I get the gentleman. I get a tech chase. I go through your stuff with Ice Knight on occasion. Oh, that's very, very cool. That's awesome, bro. On your comment on how they punish with footstool out of shield, would it be beneficial to use footstool to escape the situation or not, since you're putting yourself in the air? I love you, man. You ate why my Greninja. I imagine that's you are why my Greninja is kind of decent. Thank you so much. Answering the footstool question, yes. I think if you can footstool out of shield, you should. Because at low percents, Greninja's footstool downer is not necessarily an amazing punish. At 0, come on. At 0, if Rob goes for that, I'm not getting anything off of that. But at the very least, it gives me an escape option to reset neutral. Because Greninja's downer, for those of us that don't know, Lotion Daddy U8, I'm going to need you to chill with that, bro. For those of us that don't know, Greninja's downer on shield is not punishable if you're drifting away because 1, Greninja has top 10 airspeed. 2, Greninja has top 2 jump height. 3, it's a 50-50 on do I go left or do I go right. And 4, I keep my double jump so I can just double jump away. So even though I'm not getting the most off of this footstool downer, it allows me to reposition. So if I were to jump out of shield, it's kind of the same thing. But at the very least, I get 10% off of it, you know? But there is one situation against Rob where if you're underneath a platform, that doesn't work. So don't do it underneath a platform. But yeah. All right. So that was the jab hit select thing that I mentioned. And you can make up, yeah, essentially like you cannot chase Greninja's down air. And against the people that do try to chase Greninja's down air, you just go for a down air into substitute, and that kills so many people, bro. And even if you do get hit by like a single up air at 30, it's whatever, and you can condition them into doing that again, and you get a counter when they're at kill percent. You just do footstool and go away from there? Yes, or you go towards center stage. If you can confirm off of this footstool downer, go for it. If you can't, just reset neutral. But let me see. There is something very interesting that we are going to look at this week. I'm just going to share some like interesting spoilers for those that are in chat. Normally, whenever Greninja does a down air, he can't confirm off of it at like early percents because he goes through this pop-up animation. If I mash double jump, you see how I'm not really able to act until like the peak of that down air? Check this out. You can cancel that pop-up animation by throwing an item at Rob, and you can combo off of down there when it doesn't send into tumble yet. It's kind of a niche interaction, but it's so funky that that's a glitch in the game. And it makes me think that they ported Smash 4 down air. But, alright. Back to the stream. But yeah, jab, hit select, hit confirm. And he can avoid the situation. But there, he's just mashing A, and then he gets hit out. All right. Yeah. We need to bait this gyro out. Like, the threat of gyro is what Rob is fishing on, essentially. He's using the implicit pressure of it, where if he flashes gyro, you're like, oh, I want to go in. I want a dash attack. and then he can shield, then he can anti-air. We got to bait out that resource. Here, I told Tarek, it's funny. It's so weird knowing that top level players don't know the most about the matchup. If you guys say, bro, does that mean that the stream crashed? All right. So it's so funny, like seeing the things that even top level players don't know about Rob. This is going to answer the question for a lot of people on stream. The question is, how do you get around this gyro ledge trap? Right? That gyro ledge trap covers pretty much all of our ledge options. So if we neutral get up, we're like comboed into that up smash if I'm at a high percent. Let me show you guys how to avoid this because so many people are wondering. Right, Greninja cannot ledge jump Z catch that. So that will hit us into it. How do you get around that? Boom. Come on, guys. So people don't know this, but if you time a neutral get up on the second bounce of gyro, you just avoid that. You can't tell me it's been that simple all along. It has been, bro. It has been. People don't know that gyro bounces whenever it gets thrown. If you look at it, look at gyro. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, 3 bounces, despawn. If you time a neutral get up on the second bounce, you just get off of ledge. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. People don't lab this damn game, bro. Just neutral get up and you're good. Rob can still mix up throwing the gyro when you're still on ledge, though, no? He can, like, down toss twice. But that has so much end lag that you just up air off of ledge. You can do so much with that gyro there, bro. But yeah. People don't know. Can you send me a replay of this? It'll be in the Friday VOD. It'll be uploaded soon, bro. Ice Knight doesn't know. Oh my god, bro. People don't lab this damn game, man. People don't know. Let me cover this gyro ledge trap. Hold up. Okay, this gyro ledge trap here. A lot of people panic against it because there's a difference between... Well, yes, we will be using that against Rob players. So there's a difference between... Did Rob shoot gyro or did he throw it? Whenever Rob shoots gyro, it travels RNG based. So it goes to the right randomly, it goes to the left randomly. That spin is always RNG. The way you get off of ledge against that gyro shoot is dependent on its spin direction. So what you do is you wait for that bitch to spin. Does it spin to the right? Or first of all, if it spins to the left, this is going to be hard to demonstrate because RNG. If it spins off stage, that hitbox is gone. Come on, come on, come on. Spin off stage. Boom. You can ignore it. If it spins towards center stage, normally Greninja's ledge jump gets caught. So if I ledge jump, I'm hit. If it spins towards center stage, come on. RNG. I can ledge jump. And we said Greninja doesn't have a ledge jump Z catch. If you time it right with the spacing, come on. If you time it right with spacing, go towards center stage, gyro. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. Ledge jump Z catch. Awesome. We have ledge jump Z catch. And additionally, Greninja is a character where if it spins towards center stage, ledge jump substitute. Awesome. We have so much to get off of ledge against gyro. If Rob shoots it like this, we can plank with Hydro Pump. Gyro still has its hitbox. Come on. Ledge jump. Bet. I'm center stage. There's so much Greninja can do to abuse gyro, and people don't know these interactions, bro. But yeah. So Tarek there, he just didn't know the matchup. I'm not going to lie, bro. He's panicking, he rolls, and then he gets up smashed. Just time neutral get up and you'll be alright. But yeah. Okay, so threat of gyro, we need to bait it out. As you can see, Taric is playing on a kind of interaction by interaction basis where gyro gets shot. Now he's going into shield versus if Rob shot gyro, he would be able to retreat, bait it out, and then pick up gyro and have access to it against Rob. If it stays in a neutral position, would I go for ledge grab Z-catch instead? If it stays in a neutral position, you can still do a lot. You can ledge drop neutral air dodge, and that way you're like in between Rob and gyro. I love doing this. Beer reverse shuriken off the ledge puts you right above gyro, and from there you get substitute. From there you get hydro pump. From there you get backer item pickup. You can do so much, bro. Nobody knows. Straight up, dog. You guys are gonna learn so much this week. But yeah, implicit pressure is what Big Boss is capitalizing on against Taric. And Taric also has like this weird habit of panic shielding whenever he gets parried. The thing about parries is that they give you access, they give you an answer to spacing essentially. And if Rob down tilts at this spacing, it won't hit you. If Rob dash attacks, it's whatever, it's guaranteed. Taric just panic shields all the time against this situation, and that gives Rob a grab. I've seen him do it against Game & Watch. I've seen him do it against Rob. You can option select by spot dodging, by jumping, by tossing out a single jab and hit confirming. If you go for a panic shield, it just makes the window to get grab a lot linear, a lot more lenient. So just take the less of two evils. Just go for jab one and you'll be all right. Was that a jump beer reverse shuriken? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Okay. Again, he's interacting with gyro on a play-by-play basis. You can see anytime Big Boss shoots gyro, Taric is relying on dash shield instead of movement to bait it out. That was unfortunate. I think he jumped out of shield there instead of attempting a parry. Yeah, that was jump out of shield. Let me show you guys how to deal with Rob backer on shield. If Rob backers your shield, this is all in the document, guys. If Rob backers your shield, it's kind of an awkward situation where like he gets so much distance out of it that if I try to parry down tilt and I'm like over here, I can't really hit him the best. And you'll see a few interactions where Taric gets that parry, but he doesn't quite get aligned into a position to do it. You can dash attack that, but also you can activate substitute. Because Rob's back air is so active, any counter in the game, if you parry it, you can activate counter against the lingering hitbox of that move. I'm not sure if it works. No, it doesn't work out of shield. You have to counter it, but people don't know that. So if you counter Rob, you just kill. Can we use Shadow Snake? No, that is too slow. All right, back to it. Okay. He just got tripped up there. There we go. Wait out the up air, reset. Yeah, Robo Beam is one of the slowest moves in the game. If you parry it, it's still safe. It's only like minus, I think, 17 point blank. So that's fine to just hold stage. Yeah, there we gotta be abusing the fact that we're behind Rob's shield. Down tilt is amazing in this position. I understand the dash attack because he saw the whiff grab, but if he went for down tilt and Rob up smashed out of shield, free forward air every day. Okay. Yeah, that's Rob's stall down air. That's a mix of PS. I do not like these aggressive like recoveries from Taric. We're going to see this a lot. He loves to skip ledge against Rob. Greninja has a very, very good ledge play against Rob because Rob's only move to hit Greninja's ledge hang is down tilt. We will never know what it reminds him of. Did the stream die? Oh, no. Are we back? Are we back? Okay. Guys, I'm sorry that my stream just dies all the time. If you're interested in looking at this VOD in the post without the DCs, It will be posted on my second channel. You just go to the Twitch VODs playlist and it will be there. Where did I leave off? What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying last. It's the 1 hour long. Probably said the wrong spot. It reminded me of something. Something about down tilt. If we're back to the down tilt interaction, it's here where he sees the whiff dash grab and he wants to go for a down tilt on shield. If Rob up smashes, he can forward air him every day. Okay. I don't know what I said about reminding me. Here, okay, this is probably where stream cut off. I do not like these aggressive recoveries from Taric because all Rob needs is like a single back air. His back air is committal, but it's his one kill move at high percents, and he has no reason to not back air in this position against your aggressive recovery. Kind of like Greninja with forward air sharking, right? If we miss it, we still have a ledge trap. So with Rob, he just wants it because he doesn't have the best kill moves at high percents. So I don't agree with this aggressive double jump onto stage. Against Rob as Greninja, our ledge stall is cracked because Rob's only move to hit Greninja's ledge stall is down tilt, and that doesn't lead into anything scary. Parry on laser was the last thing I remembered. I said parry on laser is fine and reset neutral because it's only minus 17 point blank, I believe. So it's completely understandable that he just held his spacing. Okay. There he's trying to force a landing against Gyro. Cross up. Boom. Like, bro, I'm not going to lie. It was like 7 a.m. and I was watching this VOD from the US and talking to Taric in chat. And I saw him like a bat with cross up backer and I just started yelling, there we go, there we go. And my grandma was like, shut up. But all right. Boom. Okay. That's what I said. Rob has one of the most vulnerable 2-frame animations, and Greninja's dash attack is out for 5 frames, and that lingers to hit him, and because we're getting the lingering hitbox, that can combo into forward air. Taric just barely did not get this to combo. That's why he directional air dodged and he pulled back out of forward air range. Wow. Yeah. There we go. Down tilt on shield. Awesome. This is where I'm like, bro, you need a shark with forward air. Because this situation is a little bit scary, and it gets very scary once you're at high percents because Rob sharks with up air and he kills you. If you just use forward air in this position, it like dissuades him from doing anything. But he's like tunnel visioning the 2-frame. He's going for full shurikens to 2-frame. Full shuriken does 2-frame Rob, but it has 60 frames of startup. So just fair pokes to dissuade sharks and then condition the 2-frame ledge snap. Okay. That's fine. I felt forward air, but all right. Yeah. Bait out gyro. There we go. Boom. Beautiful back air. I don't know why he went for nair there. But look. Gets behind his shield and he back airs. Rob doesn't have a response. Okay. Pump is fine. And that's an SD. Pump kills Rob. Let's go. Again, he's interacting with Gyro on a play-by-play basis. Okay, that was great advantage state there. Okay, dash attack lingers to hit that neutral get up. Yeah. Here, like, Rob loves shooting Gyro while he recovers. We can wait this out, and then we get Gyro to ledge trap. And I do not plan on making a video covering Greninja's Gyro ledge traps against Rob, but I can kind of showcase them. They are in the write-up. Let's see. So, first of all, Rob is able to ledge jump past this Gyro. Let me find it. Ledge option. Where is this? Here we go. Okay. This is going to be awkward to showcase. Come on. Ledge timing. Where's the ledge timing button? Ledge timing, where are you? Ledge delay. Okay. So, regardless of how you set up this gyro, come on. Rob is able to ledge jump past it. There it's only hitting him because it bounces, but he can ledge jump Z catch gyro every time. So Greninja doesn't quite get like this setup against Rob, but if Rob ledge stalls, let me show you what we can do. If he ledge stalls, you can hit him with that, and that is very solid. Because I'm trying to remember why actually. Hold up. If he's at 70, I know we can combo off of that bitch. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that hits that, which is awesome, right? But if he neutral get ups into gyro, ledge options, neutral get up. Come on. That kills. This is very solid against Rob. If you go into shield after down tossing gyro, you can shadow sneak out of shield because Greninja is the only character in the game that can side B out of shield, and that kills 2 of his get up options right there. It's very solid. There's also like lingering gyro setups that you can do. You can pressure his ledge stall with this. Hold up. You can do that. Dash attack can confirm into up toss shadow sneak. There's a lot that Greninja can do with gyro 2 ledge trap, and Rob just dies. Come on. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Greninja gets a lot of gyro ledge traps. You just hit side B on reaction to the movement? Yes. No, we do not have shield drop on side B. That's why Greninja can like shadow sneak parry, if you know what that is. But yeah, Greninja can do a lot off of that gyro. Here it is. This is what I was thinking of earlier. He can do that. He can do, come on. That, shadow sneak. There's a lot that he can do off of that gyro. Refer to the guide, and my thoughts are a lot more well articulated there than they are on live stream. Let me try to set this up 20 times. But yeah. If Rob shoots gyro while you're on ledge, our ledge trapping game just blows the fuck up, bro. So, get that gyro. There we go. What was that again? Is down tilt? Oh no, that was gyro toss. What he does here is awesome, and we need to abuse this. I taught Tarek this. This is called an A-land option select. What an A-land option select is, for those of us that do not know, if an attack sends you into tumble, a lot of the time, those tech chases are forced, and you can avoid them by just pressing. Let me see. Will forward throw send me into tumble yet? No, not yet. Okay. A lot of the time, these tech chases are fake. Come on, send me into tumble. So, I don't have to tech there if I input an A-land aerial. Every character in the game has something called an A-land aerial, where during the startup frames of their attack, they have no additional landing lag. So here, I can A-land aerial dash attack. I can A-land aerial into shield. But you can A-land option select. A-land option select is inputting your A-land aerial and shield at the same time. And if you do that, if you need to tech, you will. If you don't need a tech, you'll get an A-land. Isn't fair the best? Yes. Greninja's forward air has the most active frames to A-land, and second is Nair. So fair and Nair work. So what Tarek does here is he A-land option selects by hitting both Nair and shield at the same time, and depending on which input he needs, he gets the right input. And there, he's able to interrupt the fake tech chase. So there was an A-line option select. There was a second one. If we look, he's kind of at this angle where it's like, do I need a tech? Do I not? Hits Nair and shield at the same time. Perfect. I A-land out. here, hits Nair and shield at the same time. Perfect, I A-land out, and now I can reversal. Oh, okay. That was close, that was close. Yeah. Right. Against Rob, a note that I told Tarek in between games was like, whenever Rob uses uppy, people don't know this, he has the worst air acceleration and airspeed in the game. So Greninja can align drop down down airs very, very well. And here he can do drop down down air into back air. And that is like the Rob killer. Okay, aggressive recoveries through that. Come on. Okay. We're behind him. Yeah, he's playing around the threat of gyro, not gyro itself. Yeah. I told him in between games, like, something tricky about Rob's Nair is that Rob can get away with doing lazy Nairs, and what I mean by lazy Nair is a buffer out of a short hop. And what this does is if you're in shield, even though that first hitbox doesn't really hit Greninja, this first hitbox of Nair makes contact with your shield, and then it loops around so the second hit doesn't hit your shield. So it deactivates the hitbox against your character, and he's trying to do buffered down air out of shield against these rising Nairs, and because Rob can drift back because he doesn't like he's not landing with the Nair as it hits you, that footstool out of shield is not guaranteed. So I told Tarek between games, stop doing that. I could have given him the real counterplay. Let me show you what the real counterplay is. Okay. So there, that Nair doesn't hit me. Come on. I'm trying to like simulate this Nair. There we go. Okay, the real counterplay, you can up smash out of shield that, or come on. I'm not sure if this aligns quite right. There we go. You can up smash that out of shield, or you can jump into substitute. And because that hitbox is still out, it's kind of a back air situation where you can still activate that substitute. But I told Tarek, just stop using footstool out of shield against rising Nair. So that's why he got punished. Again, aggressive recovery onto the stage. I can like feel the back air cooking from Big Boss now. Okay, gets gyro. Here, I told Tarek this in between games. Do not down toss gyro off stage. I know it is like the most tempting thing to do in the world where it's like, oh, I can down toss into a combo. No. Z drop gyro is like the most optimal thing that you can do off stage against Rob. If you down toss gyro, it has downwards momentum, so that way it's not in space for as long. If you Z drop gyro, it lingers in the airspace for longer. So you can see I down toss and like falls at the same speed as me. If I Z drop, you see how it takes like gravity to accelerate into a position first? Like if you Z drop that gyro, that lingers for a lot longer than down toss. And Z drop gyro like covers ledge. And that's awesome because let's see if I can set this up. Okay, I gotta get this guy to like recover low. Go low. That is not low enough. Come on, Rob. Okay. Okay, that works. Boom. Come on. Yeah, you can do that as an edge guard. Versus if you're down tossing, there's a few things that happen. One, it's the gravity thing that I mentioned. It's not lingering in the airspace as long. And two, down toss is an animation that Greninja has to go through, and it limits your ability to convert. Versus if you Z drop, you're actionable and you can kind of like hit confirm off of that gyro. If it hits Rob, you can double jump into a forward air. Or, you know, just take backstage. Z-drop gyro is like the play if you're going to edge guard. No down toss. Okay. But yeah. All right, what do we got? Down throw back air. That works on DI in. Awesome. If you guys are looking for Greninja counterplay, let me just make Greninja's life a little bit harder. If you DI down or don't DI, Greninja's forward throw is so weak that it won't kill you until like very high percents. And down throw back air doesn't combo on no DI. It only combos on DI in. So no DI is the answer in that situation. Again, he's not interacting with gyro. He has this habit of like gyro comes out, shield. Not dash pickup or activate substitute. He just sees a projectile and he goes into shield. Here, I'm like, bait out gyro. We're behind his shield, as you can see. But we're going for nair. And then we're dashing away, and we're in a weird position. Versus if you back air, there's that chance to catch his shield drop, and then we get stuff off of it. Good back air. Wait it out, wait it out. Nice. That could have been nair out of shield. His side B is very laggy. We're behind his shield, but we're pressing in. We're not holding that positioning behind his shield. Yeah. If he just waited, Rob wouldn't have really been able to hit him. Okay, nice. Oh, is that death? Okay, good damage. Yeah. This is kind of like a weird 50-50 where he wanted ledge jump, but at this percent range, dash attack forward air on neutral get up may just straight up have killed Rob. Okay, we're behind his shield and he can't press a button. There. I'm like, bro, start using cross up back air. If he went for cross up back air, he could have avoided this entire situation. That was a weird dash attack cross up. Nice. Okay, not quite kill. He's going for ledge jump reads. If he uses forward air, Rob is so big that one forward air with proper timing can cover every single one of his get up options. Like him being big really, really nerfs his options off of ledge. Oh, nice. Beautiful. There we go. There's that cross up back air. Get behind him and we're good. We're balling. Oh, Tarek, how's it going? We're making fun of you, bro. We're making fun of you. All right, next game. Everyone say hi to Tarek. Welcome him to the stream. But yeah. Who's not making fun of me? I'm not sure, bro. But yeah. My notes for Tarek this game, let me pull them up on my iPhone because it would be nice to like reflect on my feedback while we're looking at this VOD in post. Let me see. These are cloud notes. These are Wario notes. Okay. No, those are Byleth. Hold up. I'm looking for my notes on this game. Game 3, game 4. Where is it? I give him so much feedback. I'm like, where is the big boss set, bro? I hope you can coach Tarek on level up breakout too. I don't know. Like, I don't know what tournaments are allowed coaching anymore. So, yeah. I mean, I'm down to like prepare Tarek, but all right. So my notes for Tarek on game 1 were abuse cross up back air. It's safe on parry. And 2, Z drop gyro off stage. Don't down toss it. Okay. So those are my notes. Game 1. I don't want me coaching the. That's completely fine, bro. That's completely fine. There was like a whole controversy between Tarek and Crepe Soleil towards the end, but yeah, my notes on Tarek. This is where I told him, bro, cross up back air will save your ass. Can you slide me the Wario notes? Exclamation mark matchup. There they are. All of my matchup notes are in that chat, so that's all you. Okay, so my notes to Tarek in between games were like, bro, prioritize cross-up back air and you will be balling. So let's see how he uses this. This is where I start shouting, there we go, and my grandma like yells at me, bro. That was scary, bro. That was not the right situation. Look, cross-up back air. There we go. This is where we fair poke, but he's going for shuriken, which is fine, but I would prioritize the fair. Cross up back air, there we go, number 2. Cross up back air, there we go, number 3. You can see, like, cross up back air just carries this matchup for Greninja, bro. And it forces Rob to, like, start swinging preemptively to stuff out your jumps. And if he does that, you just stay grounded and you're punishing super high up air, super high nair. Yeah. That was just a good catch on the startup. The thing about Rob's up tilt is that it doesn't hit you if you're grounded. So there he just like turtled underneath the platform and Tarek got cornered. Is all right. Is all right. Have I covered Suna Jazzo yet? Not yet. Revk, welcome. It's going great. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. The execution could have 100% been better here. I'm not going to lie. Because there he got the lingering hitbox of dash attack. And, oh, man, did that lingering hitbox, like, low-key save you. 1, 2, yeah. He jumped and he just happened to chase the jump. That was, like, low-key botched execution, but it's all right. Nice. I love this usage of stage. Like, he pretends that he's in the corner and he has no breathing room. So he fakes jumping over, and then he fakes out double jump back air. Nice. We need to pick up these gyros, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, here I'm like, start crossing him up. Yeah, he's going into shield, bro. There, that could have been so much more damage. I low-key think he just, he reacted late to picking up that gyro, and he was going for dash attack back air, and he just happened to do that. He could have done forward toss into something. Yeah, completely fair. What was the problem of the dash attack fair? He didn't IDJ right. He delayed double jumped it. Nice. Yeah. That was a high fair. So that's something that Rob can punish, but if he spaced that better, he could have shielded that. Oy, nair in the corner. Not good, not good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, be careful, bro. Skipping ledge against Rob is a death sentence because of how active his moves are. He has no reason to not nair here. If you go to ledge and wait it out, you're all right. Okay. Get him off stage. Nice. Beautiful pivot grab. Nice. Something good against Rob that we might want to abuse is crouch at ledge. If Rob is holding gyro, this is going to be a pain to set up, but believe me on this, guys. If he's holding gyro, Rob loves fishing for instant item toss off of ledge like this. Regardless of how tight he is with his timing in order to hit that, this lets us hold ledge completely safe. His ledge drop gyro toss does not hit Greninja for crouching at all. So from this crouching is actionable frame 1. You can dash attack into fair. You can place down tilt on ledge roll. You can RAR back air. Crouching is something that we might want to abuse against Rob holding gyro on ledge. The ledge trap worked out perfectly fine, but when Rob is holding gyro, that's something to consider. Oh, that was really close. Okay. Oh, come on, bro. Yeah. There, I understand going high. Anytime Rob hits you with side B, he's going to look for that back air. But because his up, he like travels upwards fairly slowly, going high is a pretty safe play. Or like, I know you're flirting with death there, but it's one of the safer plays. Cross up back air, beautiful. Good try here. Yeah, unfortunate. But if you're underneath a platform and Rob is landing, up smash is so good. Up smash is great, and up tilt on small battlefield is amazing because if Rob air dodges, this platform stops the air dodge. If he nairs, it stops the nair. Up smash just covers so much if you're underneath a platform. And for those of us that don't know, Rob is one of the few characters where regardless of the stage that you up smash him, it will always connect. If you're on Kalos against Rob, it will always connect on Rob. Okay. So let's talk about gyro play with Greninja. I made a note for Taric. I'm not sure if it was this game or the next. Whenever you're holding gyro against Rob, you don't want to box with him. The problem with Rob holding gyro is that he loses access to his down tilt, to his up smash, to his forward air, to his grab, to his dash attack. And that lets Greninja approach and close the gap a lot better. Greninja has far better movement attributes than Rob, so whenever you're holding gyro, he has to come to you, and you can use it as a whiff punishing tool. Taric is like going into boxing position, and he doesn't have dash attack, he doesn't have down tilt, and he's kind of entertaining a scramble and not abusing gyro to the best of his ability. And additionally, there's kind of this weird sentiment where it's like, let me show you guys what I mean. If I'm holding gyro, right? Let's put Rob at like 0. Okay. If I'm holding gyro and Rob is at 0, I want to be on this side of the ledge so I can do this bullshit, right? The more space that I have, the more combos I can get against Rob, and that gives me my 0 to death. But if I'm over here, what do I get off of that? Greninja is a character where regardless of where you connect Z-Drop, Gyro, and Rob, you are fine. Like, you can convert off of it. Because we can do Z-Drop into cross-up back air, now we're picking up that gyro. We can pick up that gyro with dash attack guaranteed. And look at that. I'm getting 77 even though I comboed him towards the corner. So we need to consider that, like, regardless of where we are on stage, Greninja's gyro item play is insane. So recognizing that I don't need to be in the corner, I can be over here, that's cracked. But yeah, whenever you're holding gyro against Rob, you want to let him come to you. Greninja has such a damn good camping game once he has access to gyro, because Rob's Robo Beam is 25 frames of startup. So you can just shield on reaction. And additionally, look at how little shield damage a full charged laser does. And once he fires it, it's 2.5 seconds of cooldown until he can fire another. And he has to go through, I believe it's 14.7 seconds of startup to get the full laser. So if he has the medium laser, you're only taking 4%. And you can use like 7 water shurikens in the time that it takes for him to align a single laser. He has to come to you with poor movement. If he tries to get a nair, like, our boxing options from, you know, parry, gyro, down toss are cracked. You just combo into the world. There's so much you can do. But abusing gyro by letting Rob come to you, that is like the way to do so with Greninja. But yeah, there he like entered scramble territory and it's very shoddy. Okay, we're crossing up shield. Okay. Let that gyro go away. Ooh, yeah. I'm seeing the aggressive landings and I'm getting scared, bro. Up tilt is great here. There we go. Inside hitbox of forward tilt. Oh, no! Yeah. That happens, bro. It's alright. Yeah, there, Rob gave him DI away, and the execution on that up air was just off. He didn't dash for long enough. That's what the problem was there. It happens. It happens. Yeah, Tariq's item play is like cracked. I see very few Greninjas like getting as much mileage of gyro as Tariq does. He has the combos down, but at the moment I think it's the how do I say, not the context, but it's like the way that you play with gyro needs to be incorporated into his playstyle better. So that was game 2. Let me look at my notes that I sent him for game 2. Oh no, it disappeared. I gotta scroll up more. Okay. Game 2, I said, let Rob come to you while holding gyro. We don't have boxing tools, and it's a lot better to whiff punish with item tosses. And 2, Rob has the worst airspeed in the game. You can down or uppies for edge guards. And 3, go to ledge, watch the aggressive recoveries. He asked, how do I punish aggressive recoveries? I said forward air shark or down air. And then we get into game 3. Let's see it. Cross up back air. Beautiful. There, Rob is stuffing him out with an up tilt. That's where you like start mixing up the timing of your back air. I think tomahawk down air is pretty solid in this situation. Like, granted, you're not getting the most off of it at 0, but it is an option. Shuriken stalling can work, but you don't quite have the timing of it. There we go. Buffer drag down. That was a good try. That was a good try. I saw the attempt. So there's the fastball. Yeah, the reason this buffer drag down didn't connect, keep this a secret, guys. Keep this a secret. He SDI'd down. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that a secret, guys. Keep that a secret. But yeah, great try. And like, even if the drag down doesn't connect, you get more off of it. No, I was playing against a Pyra and Mithra player yesterday, and they were SDIing my up airs up. I was like, bet, I'm going to buffer drag down to you all day. And I got like 30% on the platform against them. Okay. What do we got? We got to bait this damn gyro, bro. Okay, we have gyro, but he kind of just sacks it. He says, yeet. He's doing panic item toss. What I love doing with gyro is kind of a down toss movement. This input here is amazing because it lets you dribble gyro. And if Rob tries dash attacking you, like while you're holding gyro, he just ends up in the gyro. Come on. And then you can combo off of it. And because gyro pops up, you can re-grab it with dash attack, and that leads into the world as Greninja. So dash back, gyro, down toss, that lets you dribble the item, and it just buffs our whiff punish game. Because the problem with back toss with Greninja is that this is frame 14. So if you land a back toss, it is like amazing. You can combo into fair, you can get your 0 to death. But if you think about it, this is a whiff punish, like dash back ABK. If you do this, you're traveling distance, and if he doesn't give you an approach, bet, regrab, reposition, you have your entire kit to use. But this is like, I'm reading an approach, and it's a little bit hasty. So let's try not to be as hasty there. Yeah, he's trying to call out ledge jumps with up airs. At this percent, I would just use single forward air. Rob is such a chunky character that if he ledge jumps, forward air hits him, neutral get up gets hit, roll gets hit, get up attack gets hit. Him being so big really limits his, what is the word? Default ledge options, like the standard ledge options without ledge drop double jumps. So he's fishing for specifically Nair, but I understand. Maybe it's like top player conditioning that I don't quite get. Yeah. Here, again, I'm like, if you shark or if you poke with forward air, there's 25 frames of startup. You could hit this. I understand the patience. Okay. Going off stage. Good try with the 2 frame. Okay. We have gyro. But this is where I think Tariq, like, goes back on the habits because I told him before this set, let's work on the dash attack item pickups. This is just like really cracking you down against Zomba. Every time you dash attack pickup, he shields and he punishes you. I think Tarek recognized his bad habit of dash attack pickup. He's like, oh no, I'm in his face, shield. And then he got hit. We got to start adapting. Like, the dash attack pickup happened to work out, but dash in, buffer jab, you can pick up this gyro and reset to neutral. And Rob, like, he's waiting for you to dash attack his shield. Let me see. He's waiting for the dash attack on shield every time. This is what he's looking for. He wants to up smash you. Let me see if I can set this up. There we go. If you dash in buffer jab, you kind of just like dash back. And like dash in buffer jab like stops your momentum. So you're not really like in Rob's face. So you can do that. What I love doing, this is something to work on our own time. Look delicious with the risk reward. Understandable, but let me show you the better risk reward. All right. This is what we need to work on. Awesome. If you do dash attack instant down toss, that fakes an approach and instant item tosses completely halt your forward's momentum. So that way you can just bait that up smash out of shield and you're picking it up with item pickup down tilt. And that leads into kills like regardless of where you are on stage. Let me see if I can do it. Boom, 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 boom. You can do shit like that against Rob. Like, we need to be abusing this instant item pickup down tilt. Oh, the stream. Oh my god, bro. We'll be alright. Setup. The setup was too heat. That is true. Rob players. It'll boot back up, I swear. I swear. Come on, come on. I don't know what it is. I gotta like get a longer Ethernet and plug it into my computer. Reconnecting. Reconnecting. All right. I think we're live. I think we're live. Can I get an A-OK? We are live. All right. Whew. But yeah. That was the item pickup method. I didn't communicate anything else apart from that, but just a few items to do against that. Not items, a few options. Item pickup down toss is great. Because you can bait that out. Dash pickup is awesome because you're not like sending yourself into Rob. If you full hop and buffer a shadows or full hop and buffer substitute, you can immediately activate it against gyro, so that way you're not, you know, going through short hop startup. That's awesome. In this, always like at the very least resets neutral, because if he shields it, we just mix up our counter direction and we're all right. Yeah. There's a lot of things you can do. Hydro pump to push that bitch away. That works. And now I get it. There's so much Greninja can do against gyro. We just need to not tunnel vision dash attack item pickup. All right. Back to it. Back to it. All right. Yeah, that's where he panicked. I get it, bro. Oh, no. Okay. I've asked Lucretio about this, top Rob Labber. I'm like, if you're hit by Nair at the ledge and Rob has gyro, what do you do? He said best bet is DI down and away, because that'll make it so that if he goes for double toss, you'll be sent like so low and Rob's gyro arc goes high. So that way he potentially can't hit you. And Greninja apparently is like one of the skinniest and hardest characters to double toss. So we got to abuse that. Here again, I'm like, if you shark with forward air and he goes up into this, you just kill him. Okay. I'm getting scared, bro. Okay, that was a good try. There the platform low-key got in the way of cross-up back air, but still, cross-up back air is awesome here because it's one of Greninja's few aerials, apart from like up air and down air, which isn't useful in this place, that if you're fast falling through a platform, you can use it, and that landing hitbox can hit that shield, and it's safe cross-up pressure. But tomahawk down tilt, completely understandable. This player cam is getting in the way. I'm like, where is Rob recovering right now? Okay. That was a great try. Against his set against Deoxys and Crepe before this, I believe, I was telling him, like, B-reverse water shuriken off stage is great because you're floating in this position and you can just back air. There, he went for double jump back air instead of just committing to the back air. I understand it because you want to be passive with the edge guard and drift back to ledge, but he kind of had that back air. Understandable, though. That's a little risky, bro. I wouldn't be messing with counter off stage. Yeah. The way you get off of ledge against Rob, wait out that nair, and then input a get up option. Something I want to see from Tariq. This is something we were talking about in between sets. If Rob, or like any character, this is something we need to abuse as Greninja. If any character does like a ledge trap aerial that kind of, you know, ends up in this position right above ledge, just tapping ledge jump twice is very solid because there's the possibility to footstool this, but if I don't footstool it, so there's my footstool. Look at that. You get a phantom footstool on shield animation. You get the... that forward air is understandable. You get the phantom footstool animation, and if you phantom footstool, you always go super fucking high as Greninja. And Rob's not chasing that. And I keep my double jump. So we gotta, like, abuse just tap jump twice. And that's something that could have potentially been done in this situation. Yeah. Again, I'm not sure if Tart knew this information at this point, but if you try footstooling Rob out of shield underneath a platform, it doesn't work. Let me see. Yeah, Rob is like too big and the footstool starts up from too high. That doesn't work. Okay. Again, he catches gyro and then he's just dash back, try to whiff punish with frame 14 option. So this is essentially a frame 28 option that he's doing because he has to go through 14 frames of dash back startup. If he holds gyro, he can play a little bit better. Yeah. Again, there's that. I'm going to try to footstool early rising nair. Because, like, Rob hits you with this rising hitbox, the landing hitbox happens afterwards, and you need to delay that footstool out of shield so much, and he has the drift that you just want to, like, reset or drop shield dash attack. Potentially. All right, here he's sandwiched between Rob and gyro. I think this could have been a fine situation to jump back sub to, at the very least, escape the corner, but it's okay. There we go. Cross up back air, safe on parry, and shuriken snipe. Awesome. I didn't know, not gonna lie. Yep. It'll be in tomorrow's video. Don't worry. We'll learn. That was a really good, like, bait. Here he's pretending to drift towards ledge, and then he just takes his time to bait out that down air. That was awesome. Great ledge roll. Do not dash at that pickup. Okay, he's mixing it up. You see? Jump, neutral, air dodge. He's mixing it up. We're behind Rob's shield. We're behind Rob's shield. Let's go. Okay. Let's go, buffer drag downs. Yeah, there. Again. Shh, 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 shh. Don't tell people. Don't tell people. Do not tell people. Yeah. Okay. So if Rob ever puts you in a tech chase, this is something that we're going to see. And this is one of the notes I gave him. I want to tech roll, I swear. I know, bro. I know. What can Gren do when people actually SCI down? You just get a regular up air combo, which is awesome. Do you think playing with tap jump is a disadvantage? No. I think, like, player controls are completely fine. Like, my up taunt is set to grab so I can Z-catch items. It is completely fine, bro. Play as you're comfy. But, all right, back to that specific situation. If Rob tech chases you with down tilt, down smash, the way Rob uses his down smash, I gotta be at higher percent. Rob's down smash will always cover your tech in place. What percent was he at? Jeez. This should be fine, right? Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. So what Rob's doing, the tech chase depends on how far he runs before that down smash comes out. So if he runs further, he can cover tech roll away. Or if he cuts it short, you tech roll in, but at the very least you survive. But if you tech in place, the mix-up is like, is he running over there? Let me see. Come on. I need to learn how to play Rob real quick. The mix-up is how far does he run before that down smash comes out in order to cover our tech roll. Oh my god. Okay, pretend that covered my tech roll. But if I tech in place, I'm always in a position for Rob to hit me with that down smash. So we gotta mix up between tech rolls, and that is the answer to the situation. Tech in place is never the answer against Rob. All right. Back to it. But yeah. It happens. All right, if we crouch, we avoid that. That's fine. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so the thing about Rob going high, his recovery fuel is a resource. It's indicated by this bar on his... I looked at the Smash wiki. It's called like a chassis or some bullshit. If he goes high, that burns a decent bit of fuel. And whenever you're juggling him, you can just put him back off stage. And now he doesn't have as much fuel to get back to the ledge. And now we can start to align our edge guards. So there he was out of fuel, as you can see, because Tariq prioritized putting him back off stage, which is awesome. The problem is he didn't align the edge guard quite properly. This is where I'm like, bro, Rob has the slowest airspeed in the game whenever he uses uppy. He's forced to uppy in this position. We could like roar down air into back air potentially. Oh my god. Tariq, my man. These IDJ up airs are... Oh boy. It's fine. And also, I recommend going for a down smash in this position because, like, you cover both sides. He's at 110. He's going to die if he drifts this way, and you get the extra coverage on the backside. Cross up back air. Okay. Yeah, there's that, like, instant gyro toss. Fine. Okay, we have gyro. What did we get? What did we get? Yeah. Okay. So something we're going to see from Tariq is that he low-key just tunnel visions the crap out of ledge drop forward toss. The problem with ledge drop forward toss is that Rob has such little end lag after his nair that he can stuff you out with a down tilt. He can stuff you out with a second nair. He can shield. So you kind of just get stuffed out for tunnel visioning that option. Something I want to see incorporated from Tariq a little bit more is ledge jump down toss. That lets you combo into all of our landing aerials, and if Rob is in shield, you get cross-up pressure on Rob. He's in the corner. You can send him off stage. This is a mix-up on shield. You can go over his down tilt. We got to start abusing this, bro. So, That's something I want to see incorporated a little bit more. And you get the invincibility frames of ledge jump, so you can jump over his down tilt ledge pressure. There. As you can see, getting off of ledge is a matter of like, wait out that nair, perfect, ledge jump opening. Okay. Don't get sandwiched, bro. Oh my god. Okay. That was scary. We're behind Rob? We're behind Rob? Okay. Don't get sandwiched. Oh my god, oh my god. This is where I'm like, bro, you gotta bait out Gyro. It seems like Gyro is like kind of in the back of his mind. So he's like playing and Gyro happens to be there and now he's sandwiched. It's like, bro, you are in dangerous territory. You gotta get the hell out. So if you bait Gyro by just dash in, dash walk back, you can pick up the item and then, you know, we just play a completely different game against Rob. Again, here we go. He's playing this dash back. I'm going to instantly toss it. Maybe that was my problem as a coach where I said use Gyro more as a whiff punish tool instead of, like, I don't know. It's a weird situation where I can't teach him how to camp against Rob with Gyro in between games. But this isn't quite the play to use against Gyro. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? You don't want to be in between there. You want to bait out that item, bro. Yeah, if you baited out Gyro, he could have picked it up and just camped Rob. But that was a scary spot to be in, bro. I texted Tariq nice after my notes. I hope he didn't just like SD this game. Okay, there we go. Spacing safe on shield. That was good drift on that forward air. Yeah, low-key lucky, bro. So what he did was he kind of jumped in pretending that he was going to use Nair, but he jumped in with backwards momentum, and that let him space his forward air with backwards drift. So you can see he kind of like slingshotted. You can see the backflip animation from Greninja here, and that lets him retreat out of that approaching forward air. So that was very, very good. Beautiful down smash. I love that. Okay. Let me double check. Okay. Sorry. Something I'm going to teach you. Option select after dash attack. Everyone and their mom, whenever you go for a dash attack 2-frame, they love doing ledge drop aerial to intercept you dashing back into position. So as you can see, you're in dash back startup, and then you're over here. All you have to do in that position is flicker shield, bro. Let me see. How do I set this up? Come on. Let me see if I can set this up. Okay. So if we miss that dash attack is such low end lag. If we flicker shield, we're fine. And it gives us parry frames where suddenly we're getting down tilt forward smash. That's just like one recognition, one pattern we got to look out for. Because everyone loves thinking that they can punish that. And there's like a solid kill window from that down tilt. You can down tilt forward air. We know that down tilt in this position is like one of our favorite buttons, bro. And if they do hit your shield, like a smash out of shield is guaranteed. But yeah, we gotta abuse that hoe. Don't take that out of context. I need to watch my damn mouth, bro. We need to abuse that hoe. All right, back to it. Okay, empty land roll. Good. All good lotion, man. Beautiful. Okay, what did I say? What did I say? Dash attack 2-frame against Rob is amazing. And if we're like sharking with forward airs, we're conditioning this ledge snap. Rob goes for that, and then we 2-frame with dash attack. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Pimp lotion. A pimp lotion. A pimp lotion. All right. Let me go back to my notes to see what I messaged him for game number 3. I said, nice. Game 3. Stop relying on footstool out of shield against rising nairs. It doesn't work. Tech in place is never the answer versus Rob. Mix up tech rolls and all capital letters. Bait out gyro. You almost got sandwiched. Have him toss it out, and that means you keep the item. And then I said, there was also a fair poke opportunity versus a shark that you missed. Just toss out a forward air from a safe distance, and you kill at hypersense. Cool. He can't just up air? What are you referring to? Hold up. Oh, in this position? Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, this is scary. If you're at 110 plus, up air can potentially kill you from underneath the ledge. That's why forward air shark is solid, because if you look at the hitbox of Rob's up air, let's see. Rob's up air isn't really disjointed because his hands are kind of like stuck up here. That's a window for you to hit him with forward air. So yeah. Cool. All right. Game number 4. Number 4. I don't know how to say 4 in German. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he upbeat super early. Yes, exactly. 4. Das ist richtig. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 4. All right, there he's looking at my notes. He's like, okay, bet. All right, let's go. German Appalachian arc. Ja, ich bereits sprechen ein bisschen auf Deutsch. What tournament is this? This is King of Fields. All right, game number 4. Let's see. That's Rob's walk, right? I'm like, Rob. Oh, bro. Is Big Boss a Greninja player? Look at this. Look at this dash walk, bro. What is this? Wait, you sent him the notes? Yes, I was coaching Tarek in between sets. Which is legal, by the way. It was legal, this tournament. Again, there's the up air shark. Good. Beautiful pokes. Like, he's not missing anything by going for these pokes with forward air. And he's holding ledge trap positioning. Okay. Cross up back air. Beautiful. But engaged a little bit too soon afterwards. Good high recovery. Rob cannot chase that. Cross up back air. Okay. Oh my god. That makes me sad, bro. There he buffered the Hydro Pump, and Hydro Pump has 20 frames of startup for those of us that don't know. So he was kind of like in the perfect position for 20 frames for that back air to align. Which, ouch. Ouch, bro. That was pretty unlucky, I'm not gonna lie, dog. Ow. Again, dash attack pickup on gyro is like, no. If you dash item pickup, you don't shoot yourself into Rob's. And Rob, for those of us, oh my god, English. I was speaking German and now I can't speak English. For those of us that don't know, Rob's grab range, oh my god, is it ass. Like, it is so bad. So, if you do like the dash attack item pickup, not the dash attack item pickup, the dash buffer jab pickup, you're back here and he's expecting dash attack. He goes for the grab and you're whiff punishing with forward toss gyro. So, yeah. I wish you could coach me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I did have like a little bit of a coaching business at one point, but I was like, bro, I'm spending 3 hours with VOD notes, and I don't want to charge like $60 a lesson, but we'll see. Here, something that Tark is very good at is if you're holding gyro, you can up toss it to dissuade down air attempts from Rob. There, it just bonked against the stage, but it was a good intent. Again, it waits it out and ledge jumps. Okay. Good fastball air dodge. That was really good. Holy crap. I don't know how he had that much drift going backwards. What the hell is this? Look at this. He's still going forwards. And he's just like max air excelled backwards. What the hell was that? Showing the wrong screen? Oh my god. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Please yell at me. Okay. I don't know if I showed it. Okay. So he's off stage with gyro. If you up toss gyro, this can interrupt Rob doing his down air off stage. He just had the wrong positioning and gyro, or maybe he didn't have the wrong positioning. I think what happened was Rob's sour spot downer hit this, and then I just knocked it off course. But that's completely fine. We take losing gyro for not dying at 20. Let me show you guys the cracked air dodge I'm talking about. Here. Look at this. What was that momentum? I don't think he fast fall air dodge, but Greninja is just like such a naturally fast faller. He's still going forwards. And somehow he curls all the way back here. That was really good. Was geht nicht viel außer das... Oh my god, my German is not that good. Was something not something something that I something have a end for the next 25 minutes? I have to leave in the next 25 minutes? I don't know. I do something with Tart beating Big Boss. Yeah. It was a collaboration, bro. This is the collab video that people were looking for. Good. Beautiful back air. There he's drifting back with his back air. And what happens with back air, this move just shifts your hurt box so much. So you can see Greninja's hurt box is back here. And suddenly, he just shrinks his leg in and he slides, bro. So that was a beautiful back air. Oh! Almost. Okay. Beautiful. There we go. We hit that IDJ. Let's go. Now, are you going to tell me you also speak German in the future? I speak a bit of German already, bro. Alles gut. Okay. Nice down toss. And then, that was good. What he tried doing there was down toss gyro into back air dash attack item pickup. It's understandable. Rob's DIing away. And he's trying to go for that tech chase dash attack. Completely fair. That was a really good effort, though. Nice. Oh. Yeah. There he's thinking about it. I'm like, bro, you can roar down air because he has the worst airspeed in the game. Like, in that position, that could have been prime down air. But he kind of hesitated, and then he was like, but I do want the down air. But Rob was too close at that point. That was a spooky down air. Against this up tilt, if Rob ever up tilts you and you fall out, if you neutral air dodge and he does a second up tilt, down tilt is guaranteed. I mean, I understand the jump back. He's at 50. You're not going to kill off of that down air. So it's fine. But I'm just showing your thought process. But yeah, if Rob ever clips you with up tilt, you can neutral air dodge through a second up tilt and down tilt him. Oh, this was beautiful, bro. This was beautiful. Oh, man. That was the Apo video. Landing reversal nair. That's honestly like the best reversal nair I've ever seen, bro. Beautiful. Big Boss has good SDI. He was trying to SDI up. But yeah. I am so happy that Nier worked for you, bro. Alright. There we go. Look, beautiful. He's adapting to the fact that Big Boss has been stuffing out his like jump-ins with up tilt. Here, he just mixed it up a little bit. He goes for Shuriken stall and then drifts back. He's behind Rob's shield. That dash grab was quite the Greninja moment, but but the flare was awesome. Again, tech in place, never the answer against Rob. And that back didn't hit me. Exactly, bro. Yeah, we don't care about that. Okay, Tark, I've told you this about Rob holding gyro, but I haven't seen it from you very often. If Rob is holding gyro and he starts doing these short hop nairs, aerial water shuriken is like insane against Rob. I put this in the video. Let me pull it up. He's inside the waterfall. Let me see. Gyro. I'm trying to like not leak the future uploads this week. Beat gyro? Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So aerial water shuriken is amazing against Rob whenever he's holding gyro, because this kind of mitigates this nair, because whenever he's holding this, you do not want to be hit by this nair like at all. But if he's holding gyro, aerial water shuriken stuffs out that nair from a distance, and you can go in to pressure the landing. Awesome. And any damage that Rob takes while holding gyro causes an item drop chance. So you can see here, he drops gyro, it falls on the platform, and it despawns. So aerial water shuriken is amazing against Rob in general, and it's like even better when he's holding gyro, because he has to chuck it at you to interact with you and progress the game state. Greninja low profiles it. We don't care if, you know, he hits that, because he's not getting a 0 to death. So aerial water shuriken against gyro is just very, very solid to do. In Tarek, he's not getting hit by this nair, which is definitely something. But I see this, I'm like, water shuriken is just so good here, bro. Yeah. Good cross-up back air. Beautiful parry. Beautiful. Good, jumps over. Okay, reposition down air. Nice. Great walling back air. Oh, that was a really good down tilt. Okay. Again, there's that down toss off stage. I'm personally a bigger fan of Z drop because it lingers. You can go all in with Z drop shadow sneak, but just that lingering hitbox to send Rob off stage, so that way he has to recover at, you know, go high instead of, you know, just snap ledge. That can be better. Okay. Holding gyro, I think he could be like backing off with shuriken a lot better here. I think he's going into shield because he wants Z drop or parry down toss. But I haven't seen Tarek parry down toss before, so I think he wants Z drop. There we go. There's the whiff punish back toss. He just couldn't confirm because he wasn't in range. That's fine. Oh, great up tilt. Oh my god. That skid was like very scary. You could see he turns around, but he doesn't turn around quite right. So he's in like 10 frames of skid lag. And that skid kind of saved him from being down tilted there. Down air off of gyro. Beautiful. Space down tilt. Beautiful. Okay. We're down tossing. Oh, that was great. Great try. Okay. Okay. Very obscure interaction, but if you clank with Rob's down tilt, Greninja can down tilt again and just win that interaction. Let me see if I can show this. Okay. Greninja's down tilt and clanks is so damn good. Let me see if I can show it. Okay, so we clank once. If I go... Or I need to down tilt twice with Rob. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. What is happening? What was that down tilt startup? Can he have that down tilt every time? Did you guys see that? That was like 7 frames of startup. What the hell was that? Alright. Oh, it's because I crouched. Okay, now I see. Okay, what up? Crouch. Okay, so we clank once. If I down tilt in this position, that clank creates enough distance to the point that my down tilt... I down smashed. Come on. All right, it creates enough distance to the point that my down tilt hurtbox shifts behind his, and now I can hit Rob. So that's something that we can do. The only caveat to that is if you are too close to Rob whenever that first down tilt interaction happens. If I down tilt in this position, I don't hurtbox shift back enough. However, what you can do... Come on. Come on. What you can do is jab again, creating more distance, and now you can hurtbox shift outside of it. But yeah, if you're in a clank as Greninja, down tilt is like so damn good that we need to be buffering that option because it's safe on shield, it's frame 5, and it shifts our hurtbox backwards to avoid things like Rob's forward tilt. Very, very tiny interaction, but something we can use. Okay. Good roll. Yeah. Again, this is that kind of tricky back air situation where it's like, I don't really trust dash attack because he's so spaced. That's understandable. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Oh! We're poking. Oh my god, that was almost the game. Good Z-drop. Look. He Z-drops, and that controls the space over here. Because it's lingering. So it kind of like forces Rob to retreat with his jump. Oh my god. We have the threat. Okay. We are alive. We are alive. We are alive. We are alive. Okay. Oh. Beautiful, bro. Okay. Nice, nice. All right. That was the dub. So, my notes for Tarek after this game. What did I text him? I texted him, let's go! But... game 4, my notes were use empty movement against gyro. He's using the threat of it or charge to align nairs. Empty movement baits a reaction and lets you whiff punish. Dash in, dash back is great. So against gyro, again, he's kind of playing with it in the back of his mind. Our priority against Rob has to be to bait out that gyro so we open up the mid-range. That's like the biggest thing I want to see from Tarek. And like I said, he just applied the cross-up back air so well. Every time you jump in on Rob, you want to be behind him. So cross-up back air is amazing for it, and he did a great job to the point that I woke up my grandma at 6 a.m. But yeah, that was the Tarek set. Are there any questions from you guys? Anything you want to say to Tarek while he's in chat before we hop into the Tsuna set? I have something to say. First of all, 34 viewers. Holy crap. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do want to mention that this summer I am working on the Summer of Matchups, which is a massive project where I tackle some of the most problematic matchups that Greninja players face. And I do massive, I'm still scrolling, massive write-ups and video breakdowns on how to fight some of these most problematic characters. If you guys are interested in donating and participating in the project, this is my donation page. You guys do not have to donate. This is only something like if you are interested in helping support the project, this goes towards commissioning the artist that is working on the thumbnails. This is just a quick link. You guys are welcome to just hang out and stream and, chill. But yeah, I am working very hard on these projects, and any financial aid would be very, very greatly appreciated. But it is not required at all. These projects are all completely free, and they are out of passion for the game. If you guys want to access the Summer of Matchups document, let me open Twitter on another page, so that way I don't leak. I don't know, bro. There are some people where I'm like, why do I follow you? But let me open it up over here, so that way I can send the actual link for those of you that want to check it out. Here it goes. Here is the link to the Summer of Matchups if you guys want to check it out. But all right, on that note, I think we're going to hop into the Suna VOD versus Jazzo. But Tariq, a very, very well played to you, bro. Congrats on 4th place. It was a very, very awesome run. All right. Cool. Do I have water? Let me see if I have water somewhere. All right. I'm going to go BRB mode, and I'm going to grab water and run right back. I will be back in a little bit.
Hier encore le soleil, la mer, les oiseaux qui chantaient dans l'air intense des longues nuits d'été. Hier encore tes mains sur ma peau qui glissaient sur moi comme de l'eau douce, douce, douce. Et puis le temps a tourné, une première goutte est tombée, et les éclairs et le tonnerre c'était l'orage. Et puis tes mains m'ont quitté, t'avais d'autres chattes à fouetter. Depuis je miaule, ouais j'ai la rage. Il fait si froid, il fait si chaud, chaud, chaud. Il fait si froid, il fait si chaud, chaud, chaud. Il fait si froid, il fait si chaud, chaud, chaud. Il fait si froid, il fait si chaud, chaud, chaud. Il fait si froid, il fait si chaud, chaud, chaud. Il fait si froid, il fait si chaud, chaud, chaud. Il fait si froid, il fait si chaud, chaud, chaud. Il fait si froid, il fait si chaud, chaud, chaud.
All right, I am back. I'm a dip. All right, Tariq, you have a great rest of your night. Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht. All right, we are back. All right, let me load up this stuff. All right. Boom. Okay, so unlike the Tariq set that we just watched, I was not coaching Suna. I'm not sure if Suna even knows about me, bro. Japanese Greninja players, there is a bit of a language barrier, but we'll see. I've randomly VOD reviewed the next set myself last week, so I'm keen to see what your I see. I'm looking forward to it because honestly, I haven't looked at this set. So my Rob knowledge and my Ken knowledge are completely different. I have labbed the frick. Rated PG right there. I have labbed the frick out of the Rob matchup. Against Ken, I've done a little bit of a write-up and Spark Notes, but not too much. Where is Ken on this character select menu? Ken. Here you are. Okay. So, like I said, I was not coaching Tsuna, and it's a little bit weird with the Japanese Greninja players. I have an awkward relationship with Somei, where, like, I've worked with him on Izal's Art of Greninja video, and I never heard a lick out of Somei's mouth, but Somei keeps on posting my content. Like, I see my footage over and over, like, in his videos, and he'll remake them in Japanese, and I haven't seen anything, like, from him. Like, I'm not in contact with him, so it's weird. But there are a few Japanese Greninja players, like Shiki, that I've spoken to. Wayu is a Japanese Greninja player who lives in Poland that I've spoken to, so we'll see. We analyzed Suna's set against Peach last week, so let's see how he plays against Ken. Let's get to it.
Yeah, he was able to take it over WebJP. So yeah, this is for 33rd. 33rd place.
That was just a weird jump cut, bro.
Yeah, this is for 33rd. 33rd place.
I don't know. That made me laugh.
Honestly, getting 33rd
All right.
is actually a huge accomplishment for
Yeah, so the Ken matchup is very much about walling him out, and playing passively, like holding the mid range so we don't have to engage. And Greninja's advantage state is very, very important, whether it's juggling with the multi-hits of our attacks or putting him off stage and just back air chaining over and over. It's good. Okay. There he parried and he got dash grab. Let me see if he did the Taric panic shield in this situation. No, he tried jumping, which is solid, but that fair was a little bit high, so he got caught. Okay.
Also, the threat, like the multi-hit as well, it seems kind of
That was nice. Good fake out. Yeah. Okay. So I'm seeing these situations where me personally, I'm kind of back air pilled. Like Nair, it's a balance. You get a lot more reward off of the sour hitbox of Nair, but back air is a lot more consistent against shield. So there I'm looking for like shield drop into punish with lingering back air, but the Nair worked out for him. Majin, how's it going, bro? He moves so well. He is very, very good at movement. Platform tech chases were so crisp the whole set. What is the best way to keep advantage state in general? Limit your opponent's options and react accordingly. That is a very, very loaded question that I can't necessarily answer right now. All right. Okay. We get the tech roll read. Let me see. Was this buffered up here? No, that was not buffered. That was just really good execution. Okay.
Yo. Okay. Well, the hard read. Yeah, he's been just getting so many drag downs from Jazzo, and I haven't
Nice.
actually seen him tech. Bro, what the
Okay.
Okay, yo.
You just dropped the combo.
Is here to, but I haven't actually
There's like not too much to comment on at the moment. That pivot grab could have been run back a little bit more. We have some newer Greninja players, so let me show you guys how cracked Greninja's pivot grab is. All right. Oh, you need to go off stage, bro. Okay. So there is an input for instant item pickup. I tried to find your course on how to play around Game & Watch, but I can't find it anywhere. It is in the works. It is in the works. I am uploading it soon. Editing is such a pain, bro. Like, I am very close to finishing the edit. Let me double check my storage. We are good. Okay, just making sure that I don't lose the VOD. Okay. So Greninja pivot grab. If he does neutral get up. Come on. Come on. We get it. If he does ledge roll. We get it. If he does get up attack. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. We get it. Okay. So Greninja's pivot grab is great at covering every get up option. Now the input to instant pivot grab is a little bit tricky. You have to dash back, hit shield, and C-stick forward at the same time. And the way to think about it is kind of like attack cancel back air. If you do that, but with shield instead of what is it? Instead of jump, you'll get it. So Suna here, he was kind of moving, and he couldn't quite set up that pivot grab from that position because he dashed a little bit too long. But if you want perfect spacing to get that pivot grab, dash into ledge and then dash attack towards center stage. Come on. Come on. That gives you the perfect spacing to always pivot grab regardless of the character. The only character that doesn't get, or whose pivot grab does go through that is Bowser. But against Bowser, you do the roll setup, and he's so wide that this allows you to avoid his get up attack and still catch his neutral get up. I missed the instant pivot grab tutorial. Do you think it could be necessary for a good grab game? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Could you rephrase that question?
Suna is here to play.
Okay.
Yeah, I just haven't really been seeing Jazzo play disadvantage that
Yeah.
well.
There, like, the way Jazzo was flashing shield here, I was thinking Hydro Pump through his shield, because if you're in shield and you get hit by Hydro Pump, it'll lock you in place. So you can just Hydro Pump through shields and get center stage, but he just goes to ledge. Okay.
Yeah, he's like missed every
Nice.
drag down tech. I think Jazzo really needs to wake up right here.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my god, okay. He was kind of cooking there. So our back air ledge trap is very solid because if they jump, it covers it. If they neutral get up, it covers it. If they get up attack, it covers it. Roll is the one option that if you're drifting forwards with this back air or in place, you can't cover. But as solo end lag that you can down tilt roll on reaction and then cover that option. And that was beautiful by him. He saw that he was late on the up smash because he read over here. So he goes for this single hit up air mix up. And yeah, let me show you guys how this up air plays out. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back. Did I show the Hydro Pump? Yeah, here I'm like Hydro Pump through shield and you'll hit him. Or I'm sorry, not you'll hit him, but it locks you into shield and you can go to center stage. That was an option he could have done. Oh my god! I am so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It's like I clicked, but I missed. Okay. Here, he can Hydro Pump through shield. The way Jazzo is flickering it here, you can Hydro Pump through him, and it'll lock him in place, so that way you go to center stage, or it'll push him off ledge, or it'll push him off stage, so that way you get a ledge trap. All right. He gets this combo on Jazzo. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is where it's really solid. Okay. So, back air with Greninja covers neutral get up. Come on. It covers neutral get up. It covers get up attack. It covers ledge jump. But if they roll and you're stationary with your drift, you're not drifting backwards, they can get past the hitbox. If you down tilt after that back air, it can catch their ledge roll, and then you get a hit up. So here, this is so good, bro. Like, I'm like trying to put my mind into his decision making at the moment. So, yeah, Akuma, I just saw your text. I'll get back to that in a second. I'm trying to understand the decision making because if you read this roll with charged up smash, you can kill at 85. But if you read it but don't get charged up smash, you don't kill. But here he has the trigger discipline to dash into the position to get the up smash on reaction, but not kill. Recognizes that he doesn't get it, so he goes for this up air mix-up, and that hits him. So it's a weird balance of what do you prefer, hard reads or optimal coverage? And here he's kind of opting for optimal coverage, which is very, very nice to see. Like such fast split-second decision-making. And he gets that up air off of it. Okay. How important would I consider instant pivot grab? It's not necessarily important as much as it's like optimal, if that makes sense. It's kind of a question of like, how important would you consider, I'm trying to think of a good example. How important would you consider auto cancel up air? It's not necessarily important for Greninja's kit in the way that like you're gonna lose the game if you don't do it, but it's definitely optimal to do so. So, oh my god, the stream just died. No! Come back, stream, come back. Are we here? Are we here? Are we here? I think we're back. We are back, right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So the question was, how important do I consider instant pivot grab? I don't consider it to be incredibly important as much as I consider it to be, you know, optimal and able to add to Greninja's game plan. So it's like auto cancel up air. It's not like you're gonna lose if you don't auto cancel up air, but it's an optimal interaction that we should be abusing whenever we have the chance. It's just a bit of a tricky input that's hard to execute. How's summer going? It's going good. I'm gonna work as a Chinese language teacher, so that'll be cool. All right, so let me talk about this up air a little bit more. I genuinely have no idea what the hell is going on with Greninja's up air. You might think Jazzo dropped shield. This is a shield poke. But he has full shield. How does that happen? I do not know why Greninja has shield poke with his up air, or like how it works necessarily. But it is just so solid at catching people's shields. Let me see. Shield toggles. Hold. Okay. So, I don't know how to align this, but like it does poke shield pretty damn well. I labbed it against a bunch of characters and I was like poking shield 24/7 like on their arm or some shit. I don't know how it works, but it does. It's not the feet either. Like, look at where he hit Jazzo's shield. I think it was like his crotch, bro. Like, look at this. That's where he got hit somehow. I'm like, I don't know about that. Yeah. Ken's like, I don't know. Maybe he's just naturally gifted like that, and it has a larger hurt box there. I don't know. Anyways. All right. Yeah, that's something that Ken loves doing. He'll just anti-air with Shoryu. That's why it's super important to mix up your full hop approaches with like double jump out or fast fall air dodge. Here he was relying on air excel backwards, and it put him right in the way. Oh my god. Ah. Okay. Come on, stream. No. Okay, we're back. I don't think it caught his shield drop, if I'm honest. I think that just happened. I don't know, because, like,
wake up right here.
What would he have input out of shield? That would have to be like frame perfect jump, which he's not in the jump squad animation. Frame perfect roll, which rolling is hard to do if you're in shield lock. And there's 1 frame of shield stun here already. I don't know. I don't know, man. But Greninja's up air does shield poke very well. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you know what it is. That's
Nice. I was thinking the same thing right there.
Ken Masters.
Okay. Yeah. That happens.
Ken Masters.
Yeah. Here he's like scrambling out of shield.
You know what it is.
Um,
Ken, man.
Ken, you never want to entertain the close range against. Here he's trying to like defend himself as he jumps away. I think it's a lot better to just jump away.
Oh, yep. I'll turn around.
But that was a good parry from Jazzo too, because back air has the multi-hit. Oh, the first 2 hits just beefed, bro. Look at this. And he got that last hit.
Yep. I'll turn around. We'd love to see it.
Dang.
You crossed me up. I'm a fighting game.
Am I streaming, by the way, or? I'm just making sure I'm live because my tablet froze on me. Okay. Walling forward air. Nice. That is safe. And look, this is like the Tarek situation that I mentioned. Tarek, in this situation, he's going into shield. Suna is doing a risk analysis where he's like, if you wanted to down tilt me, you would have down tilted me. Let me just jump out of the way of your dash grab attempt. Okay. That was very interesting. I don't understand the dash shield purpose, but something about dash shield is that you can grab out of shield. So if you're using dash shield to approach, you can react to their shields while you're dash shielding and then hit grab. So that was interesting. Oh, very nice. This is where we get into back air territory. Beautiful. Look at this shuriken stall. Shuriken stall is like mini peach float where it just leaves you in a perfect position. So that way you can like hover around this area more and react to their option and then position yourself for an edge guard. That's beautiful. Okay. That was a really good nair. In the How to Learn Matches video, I mentioned that it's not about what moves you use on shield, it's about how you use them. Here, what he's doing is he's full hopping with nair, makes it look like an approach, and he's using air acceleration to pull back with that nair and like reverse space. That was very good. There we go. Again, there's backer on the multi-hits. Okay. I understand the jabs in this position, because if he was in tumble, that would have worked. Oh, F spam. Frick. Frickety frick. Come on, come on. Are we back? Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Stream! Okay, we're back. Right? Okay. Let me look at this interaction one more time. Okay, I don't know if you guys caught it, but this is a good nair because he's spacing after the fact by jumping up and using air acceleration to pull backwards. Okay. There's backer's multi-hit being great. The drag down here. I understand going for the jab because if he's in tumble, you get the jab option select tech chase. If he's not in tumble and you get a drag down, you can get a grab, and that leads into up throw, up air. Oh my god. This is not good. All right, we're back. No, we're not. What the hell? Are we back? Oh my goodness. I think we're back. Are we? Please. It's loaded on my tablet, so. I'll ask in chat. Are we back? We are. Okay. All right. Again, this VOD is recorded, so we can't access the stream in the future if you want. All right. What do we got? So, I understand the jab. Let me see if I can break down this damn interaction. I understand the jab because if Ken was in tumble, you can jab, lock, or, you know, tech chase. But he wasn't in tumble, so you can grab and up throw up air at this point. Alright, we may have to speedrun this fucking stream if my internet just dies on me. Okay, Shuriken stall, beautiful. Doesn't quite get the back air out in time, though. Get up attack on tilts. That is how you play against Ken on ledge. Great jump, as he's expecting get up attack. Oof. Okay. Nice grab against super parries. And beautiful pump. Beautiful pump. Nice. All right. Let's keep going. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to like stream again another day. I don't know if I used all of my damn bandwidth. Are we back? No! Yes? Oh! Damn it, bro. Okay. Are we back? Are we back? Are we not? I don't have my own like stream viewer or anything. If you get Renoir, how are you? Okay. Okay. Honestly, yeah. Oh, it says reconnecting. Okay. Yeah, I think I've used all of my damn bandwidth, guys. So, I'm sorry, but I think we're going to have to pick this up another time. I do have free time tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be back then to look at the rest of this VOD. I know we're breaking this down into like 3 streams, but at the very least, I do hope that you guys all enjoyed the Taric stream. So, I think this is a good place to call it, and if you guys want to hop back in chat tomorrow, we will look at the Tsuna VOD. Give it a last shot. Okay. I don't know, because like we just finished game 1. So I think I gotta end it, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna go ahead and raid someone. And yeah. If you guys want to hop back in tomorrow, we will be around. So I'm going to go ahead and raid AK. If you guys want to hop in his chat, say what up, that would be amazing. You guys don't have to stick around, but at the very least, be kind and say hi. And tell him that Greninja beat Snake. So anyways, hope you all have a great rest of your days. And thanks so much for participating. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.